Welcome back to another first impressions, this time for the anime Your Forma. Now we have the synopsis from my anime list. In an alternate 2023, the Your Forma, a miraculous smart thread technology initially developed to treat a massive outbreak of viral encephalitis, has become an integral part of daily life. But these convenient devices come with an invasive drawback. They record every sight, sound, and even emotion their user experiences. For electronic investigator Echika Hieda, diving into people's memories via the Your Former and hunting for the evidence to solve the toughest crimes is all part of a day's work. The problem is, she's so good at what she does that her assistant literally fries their brains trying to keep up with her. After pulling one too many aides in the hospital, the top brass finally furnish Ashika with a partner on her level, a brilliant yet cheeky android named Harold Lucraft. Does this unlikely duo have what it takes to resolve their mutual suspicion and avert a deadly technological infection from sweeping across the globe before it is too late? Now, this one has 13 episodes. I watched the first three. So far, this is, in my opinion, a pretty decent show. It is somewhat sci-fi. It is pretty sci-fi. We see like drones flying around, so Amazon drones, delivering packages. We have those androids running around. They're called Amikas. You can identify them pretty easily, seemingly. And people seem to have like sci-fi implants. I don't really know how exactly they work, but they seemingly are like connected to the brain or something. However, that means that everyone has like AR, alternate reality vision, which is interesting concept, and it is used pretty heavily, which I do like. It does add a lot to the world building. It is not like, hey, this is a future, world where we have like, we are a little bit more scientifically advanced in a different direction, and that is just how it is. Okay, done. No, they do use it pretty well. So I do have two pictures I saved. So the first one I did not. It doesn't matter. First one is this one, in which you see hit the screen. In which you see she is in a mall. This is pretty early on. Not story related. She's in a mall. She looks around and bam, she has a ton of ads. Interesting. Ads still work, and you see like 20, 30%, 40%. Don't miss the last three pieces. Ad. It's not the only one. There's another one where she has a bunch of ads, it just adds to the world. It doesn't really do much story-wise. It just adds to the world, this part at least. Now, another way was this one. Now, they have like a little conversation, amicus, and you see all of these stats and data and just interesting stuff. Another part, she had directions. So she would have top left, it has like four things. I believe it was like a hospital or something, and it shows, okay, to the left are these four departments, on the right are these four departments, and it is really nice. It is a really nice touch to have this. Whenever she looks at something, we get like a little bit information about it every now and then, not every time. As example, one of the times there was like a little fly flying around, or butterfly, one of the two, and we got to see that this is also more or less an android that I guess replaces something like bees. not too far-fetched from our world, I would say, where we probably have to replace like insects at some point. So overall, the world I really like. Now, story-wise, we have our main character, which is this woman who is a brain diver, and she just connects to someone. The people have like this a special pod at the back, so she can connect to them and then dive into their memories. As is stated here, you get everything is getting collected, and everything you do gets filmed more or less. And she can dive down and get some specific information for like solving crimes. Okay, that is the idea. Now, she has a partner, which is an Amicus, is like one of the androids, and he's helping her. I don't know why they need help, but we just have to accept, okay, they are a duo, they together dive into brains, or so it is said. Now, the story is that there is seemingly some android going wild. Now, that android is more or less a copy of this one. This is a specific android that has like three versions. This is one of them, and he has like more or less two brothers. One of them supposedly is somewhere under maintenance or whatever, and another one disappeared. And he or one of his brothers supposedly attacked a human. Now, again, like in all the other sci-fi robot movies, you have like those rules that robots have to follow. They do have the same here. Naturally, everyone does it a little bit different. And it's like, hey, you can't harm humans, and you have to, you have to abide by some specific rules. So you don't go kill people for some reason. But that is more or less the story. After 3 episodes, we just have to find out who exactly is attacking people. Who's responsible? Is it a bug? Is it an android? Is there some defect? More or less is simple run-of-the-mill robot android story. More or less robot android uprising story. We don't know. Is there something specific? Is it human? Is a human manipulating them? Is it a bug? Is it some kind of AI problem? We don't know. But this is at the moment like the mystery. And people gave it a 6.23 on my anime list, and any list 58% average score, which is a little bit surprising. I mean, I can see there's not much action, there's not much fighting, so there's no real need to have big animation. We have her brain diving, and that has some animation packed behind it, which I find quite possible. So I don't know why the score is so low. As an example, I had to search Alchemist. Possibly okay. Possibly greatest Alchemist. I hate you so much, you fucking garbage site. How is it impossible to find? Whatever. It was last episode, possibly greatest Alchemist show, which is like mere run-of-the-mill isekai stuff, and that got a 6.5. This one has a 6.2, which means this one is worse, which I cannot agree with. Now, what I assume is happening is that people that watch shows like this, they expect a specific, they expect more than people that watch isekai slop. They are most likely just okay with whatever they get presented, or they have a different scaling. That is also possible. that they go like, hey, if it's fine, it's like a 6 or something. Now this one, 6.23, I personally would, because first 3 episodes, a little bit more positive, I would give it an 8. It is interesting at the moment. It could go pretty well. We could, dive in more into the Android stuff and so on. Is it like fluoride, Vivi fluoride? No, it is not. Definitely not. I would still say if you like sci-fi robot, you like a little bit, again, not a lot of action, I would say give it a try. There's not that much alternative at the moment, as far as I know, so I would say this is a pretty good pick for sci-fi.